Today, our topic is going to be frequently asked questions when buying a house. Everyone has tons of questions, and write them down. Make sure you ask your realtor, make sure you ask me, make sure you ask your lender. No question is ever too silly not to ask. The silly questions are the ones you don't ask. We do this for a living, so there are things that at times we forget to mention, but ask the question. Um, First off, how long does it take to um, get your loan approved? Usually 30 to 45 days. It can take less. I've had them take 10 days and we go to settlement in 10 days. It all depends on the type of the loan, and how fast you want to work to get everything to the lender. How much should I offer when I find a house? I'm going to go through and I'm going to evaluate the house for you and tell you what houses in the neighborhood have sold for. You're going to make a decision on what you want to offer. In this market with multiple offers, I would not recommend going below the price that they're asking. Sellers are usually they're getting the price they want, if not more. Um, it's a seller's market. We don't have a lot that we can look at right now. Um, One thing I'm definitely going to tell you when we're having our one-on-one talk is if I find a house or you find a house you want to look at, we're going to go look at it. We're not going to wait for the weekend. We're going to go take a look at it. Probably won't be there come the weekend. When should I make an offer on the house? As soon as you find the house. As soon as you've decided that that's the house you want, we're going to make an offer. We're going to go to my office and we're going to sit down and we're going to discuss what you should offer, when you want to settle. And I called the agent and asked the agents the same questions. When does the seller want to settle on the house? Uh, what are they looking for as far as, date, timing? Anything you can tell me that we can help the seller is for the best. Uh, what happens during settlement? Okay, settlement is when you sign all of the papers. It is you sign all of your loan papers promising to pay back your loan. The seller signs over the deed to the house. You sign the deed. Everything gets signed, and you are the homeowner. And that's when you also get the keys. Home inspections. Should I do a home inspection? Yes, do a home inspection. Even in a multiple offer situation, do not waive the home inspection. Okay, you might want to waive what they repair, if anything, but you don't want to waive the inspection. That's going to be your house. You want to know all the ins and outs of the house. You want to know how old is the roof, the air conditioning, the heat, um, everything and anything that the inspector can tell you. It's going to be your house. You want to know about it. The seller isn't going to know everything to tell you. The seller has lived in that house. Um, a good example, I sold a townhouse and I didn't know I had termites, but under the front stoop, there was some termite damage and I had to fix that and do a termite treatment. I didn't know it was there, and the seller doesn't always know it's there. Um, what monies do you need to come to settlement with? Okay, your closing costs, your down payment, um, and before that, you're going to need money for the inspection, which is $450 to $500, and your appraisal, which is about $425. Those are upfront costs. You're also going to need to pay for your homeowner's insurance 1 year in advance. So those are things, because they're costs you have to take into consideration that you put aside. One thing you don't do is spend any of that money on anything other than what you're going to use for the house. That money stays in your savings account and it's used just for the house. You're not going to go buy a car. You're not going to co-sign on a loan. You're not going to do anything to have anybody run a credit report on you other than the lender. We don't want you to make large cash deposits into your bank account. We have to know where that money comes from, and making a large cash deposit, talk to your lender before you do. Do not change jobs. If you hate your job, well, that's okay. Stay there until after you settle on the house. Then you can look for a new job. Um, don't use your credit cards excessively. Don't go out and buy that new couch that you saw because it would look great against the wall in the house. Wait till after settlement. Same with buying the new car. And the big one is don't co-sign on a loan for a family member, a friend. They're going to tell you, well, I'm making the payment, you're not. Okay, but you are responsible for that payment. So it does go against your credit. And your credit is checked when you make loan application. And then again, it's checked 3 to 4 days before you go to settlement. And if you've got more debt on your credit than you had told them, it could cost you the house. And so all those plans you made, getting out of your house, giving notice that you're moving, could all just fall apart. So just do not do any of the things I just mentioned. Um, the house, what's the likelihood of multiple offers? I think we might have discussed this. They're very great, especially right now. There's more buyers than there are houses. Um, and we'll discuss possibility of multiple offers on a house. I call and talk to the agent and they tell me if they have any other offers on the house. If other offers come in, they usually call and tell me that they've received other offers. You're going to write as soon as you find your house. You're not going to wait. You're not going to sleep on it. Inspections, you're going to do a home inspection as we've discussed. If there's well and septic, you're also going to do a well and septic inspection. It's important to know that your septic system is in good working order and that your well is safe and potable, that you can drink it. The inspections usually take hour and a half, 2 hours. And yes, you have to be there. The inspector's going to walk that house with you and they're going to explain every in and out of that house. They're going to tell you, here's your breaker box, here's your circuit breakers. They're going to tell you, here's the main water to turn off any water in the house if you have water issues. They're going to go up on the roof and check the roof, and you're going to be there so that they can give you all the information on the house that they can come up with. I have home inspectors. I have a list, and I have a list of title companies, and I have a list of lenders. And I can give them to you. You can talk to each one and choose who you would like. I do recommend choosing a local lender, a local home inspector, and a local title company. I need to be able to talk to them. You need to be able to talk to them and meet with them. You change the utilities on the house. The week of settlement. You call the electric company and you say, I'm buying the house, I'm moving in on this date, and I need all of the electric turned over to me and the gas. That covers about everything on frequently asked questions. If you have any questions I didn't cover, please put them in the remarks below. I'll be happy to answer them, or you can give me a call and we'll be happy to have a one-on-one conversation. You have a great day. Bye.